Well, Scott, for weeks, Republicans have said the president's reluctance to call the attacks terrorism is a sign his administration doesn't have a competent national security policy. Last night, the president said he did call it an act of terror within 24 hours of the attacks. That is a new explanation, and it triggered a clash between the president, Romney, and the debate moderator.
I think it's interesting the president just said something which is that on the day after the attack, he went to the Rose Garden and said that this was an act of terror. That's what I said. You said in the Rose Garden, the day after the attack, it was an act of terror. It was not a spontaneous demonstration. Is that what you're saying?
Please proceed, Governor.
I want to make sure we get that for the record, because it took the president 14 days before he called the attack in Benghazi an act of terror.
Get the transcript.
The transcript of the president's comments in the Rose Garden the day after the attack shows he does use those words.
No acts of terror will ever shake the resolve of this great nation, alter that character, or eclipse the light of the values that we stand for.
But with that statement, Mr. Obama didn't directly say the Libya attack qualified as one of those acts of terror. Earlier in his remarks, he seemed to suggest the attacks instead were triggered by an anti-Muslim video.
We reject all efforts to denigrate the religious beliefs of others. But there is absolutely no justification to this type of senseless violence.
Top administration officials, including UN Ambassador Susan Rice, delivered that message over the next 5 days. On Face the Nation, Rice suggested the Benghazi incident might have been triggered by demonstrations in Cairo over the film.
It began spontaneously in Benghazi as a reaction to what had transpired some hours earlier in Cairo.
And for 2 weeks, the president declined to call it terrorism, but debate moderator